Why is ready apartments cheaper than off-plan? We discussed 2 to 2.5 million properties range yesterday as promised, and we compared, we tried to understand what is the opportunity cost. Like if I invest in a ready apartment today, put it for rent, what's the advantage versus me investing in an off-plan property? Apart from the fact that it's an interest-free payment plan, I think we saw that there's an advantage. So I've explained that in my video called the maximum income generation. Today, I've got ready apartments that are, let's say a one bed is at 660,000 and an off plan is selling at 965,000. Why? We're going to look into this video. So this video, let me give a brief summary. I think the most common request that I get is for an investment around 1 million AED. So I've been, the reason I've not made videos probably the last whole week is because I've been studying all the projects in Dubai. There's so many new projects, so many new developers. It's really hard to filter them. So I filter them based on quality. I think quality of construction is a really important factor for me. Why? Now, there is a location called Cultural Village. It's literally a village. I mean, there's nothing over there. There's nothing. You know, you enter there and you're like, but Cultural Village has the Versace Hotel. It has D1 Tower. And these towers are packed. They're so nice. What does that mean? Similarly, Al Barari, middle of nowhere. In fact, you can pass through Mohammed bin Zayed Road and not even see Barari. You'll probably miss it. But the values appreciated more than, I think, 3 times, not doubled. It went about double. Similarly, JVC, Belgravia. So I'm going to get to Belgravia. So what does that mean? Quality has a very, very strong power. Price per square foot, again, extremely important factor. Then, of course, location. So using these factors right now, most of the products are selling in JVC, Furjan, Arjan, JVT, Majan. There's a new location called DREC, which is near Silicon Oasis. So there also a lot of new developers are releasing projects. After studying all those projects, we studied almost 25 projects, and I've narrowed down my investment opportunities to 3. One is the Discovery Gardens area. Now, Discovery Gardens is Discovery Gardens, Al Furjan. I've been speaking about these locations a lot. Why? Because of metro station. The blue line is coming. Dubai is going to be a 20-minute city. The traffic is berserk. Please show them the traffic. It's nuts. And this is not even Sheikh Zayed Road. This is like the highway. The traffic's gone nuts. The only way to control traffic, because yes, the whole world is coming to Dubai. Dubai is one of the best cities in the world to live. So the only way to solve this issue, earlier there were toll gates, these Salik gates on Sheikh Zayed Road. They increased the number of Salik gates there. Now they're going to bring Salik gates over here. The only way to control the traffic is to increase the metro line. So the government is working full swing onto it. So locations near metro lines are going to have a lot of demand because people, the government wants, and when Dubai government wants something, they're going to make it happen. Whether you like it or not, they're going to make it happen. I've seen it over the years. I know it's going to happen. They will increase the tolls, so people will be encouraged to use the metro lines. So buildings near the metro lines will be very useful for Airbnb, rental. So it makes sense. So these locations make sense. What are we going to understand from this video is, why is the ready apartments really cheap? Why are they selling cheap? What is an example of a bad investment? What is an example of a decent investment? Okay, we're going to understand that. Same case with JVC, what I've identified, and a very interesting location. I mean, it was like I was myself considering, and see, when I'm trying to study something, I like to study it along with you guys. So let's jump into the sheets, okay? So, Discovery Gardens. First, let's get into why is a one bed selling at 674 dirham per square foot in Discovery Gardens. So, this doesn't work. The reason is quite simple, actually. This is the reason. Would you live over there? I'm not being mean, all right? I'm not being. There's a certain audience that lives, but the audience that's coming to Dubai does not prefer living in. I mean, see, the community looks nice, as you can see, but the apartment itself, it's it's not what people are looking for, and hence it's become like the Nokia. You know, if you don't move, like for example, the other day one of my investors told me who had invested in Marina Pinnacle in Dubai Marina. So they mentioned that the Tiger developers, now Tiger again is not a very, I mean, Tiger, Samana, Danube, there are a few developers that are not the most famous for the highest quality standards, right? He mentioned that they're upgrading their lobby. So that's good. That's a good sign that, you know, they're really working on increasing the customer experience. Unless you get into that, it's not going to work out. So this is precisely why when the quality, remember I told you quality is extremely important. If you don't focus on quality, this is what's going to happen, you know. So same thing with the studio. Like, why is the studio selling at 440,000 dirhams? I mean, that's how it looks, you know. That's I mean, however you try, and it's not going to fly in today's market. It's very tough to make this fly, make it work. There is a certain target audience for this property, but the general audience is very picky right now. Everyone wants everything. Like from the 1 million investor all the way to the 100 million investor, everyone is trying to achieve maximum perfection in their own bandwidth. Now I'll show an example of, okay, so we've sort of understood why these are at this price range, okay? We've understood that. Now I want to explain to you what a good Discovery Garden apartment looks like. Oh yeah, this is good. I like this. Now this is a very sensible guy. Look at that. Big difference. Big difference. Now, I like the way this guy staged his apartment. Very important. But even then, for a one bed getting around 8,000 dirhams, why? Now, just across the road, okay, now this is Discovery Gardens. You cross one road, it's Al Furjan. Let me show you the rates in Al Furjan. This is just one road across. What's the rate? 11,600 dirhams. The features, in fact, I think this is slightly smaller than a Discovery Gardens apartment. But what is the difference? The difference is, I mean, literally, it's just a floor to ceiling window. Floor to ceiling window, the community, one doorstep. That's why the community you choose, there you get a one bed. The guy, I really like, kudos to the guy. Now, what's the difference between a bad, like a non-well staged property? Now, I'll give an example of this and I'll get to a point. Now, this is an example of an Airbnb in Discovery Gardens. Okay, 80,000 dirhams a year, credit card accepted. It's going at similar rates, 8,000 dirhams a month. But do you see how the apartment has been staged? So what's the difference between a good Discovery Gardens apartment, bad Discovery Gardens apartment, especially when you're computing the sort of estimated revenue, is your occupancy. Now, I've given an estimated, so we are targeting right now the property in Discovery Gardens. There's an off-plan product by Meshreq Elite called Floria Residence. The price is around 1,200 dirham per square foot. You can achieve a 10,000 dirham monthly rental. The ROI is expected around 10%, but this is based on a 70% occupancy. So if you stage your apartment well, it can go up to 90 to 95% occupancy. If you stage your apartment bad, it recedes with time. You can still around 60 to 70% you can easily achieve, but this is why how you stage your apartment is extremely important. Now, one road across, you're getting, now let's see how much the potential studio is going for. It's going at almost 9,500 dirhams. It's just look at the smart features. It's just purely just that the apartment is smart, and this is exactly how, in what kind of apartment you should be targeting at. It's not the best view. It's just a good location. It's near a metro station, and that entire area, it's been just well staged. A studio is getting close to 9,500 dirhams a month, and this is just across the road. So let me summarize. So we're dealing with three locations, right? There's Discovery Gardens, there's JVC, and I'm going to get to Mamzer. Okay, this is funny, but I have a point to explain over here. But the income you can generate, You can go from 10%, you can go towards 15% if you're looking for a good rental income generating instrument. Furjan, so these potentials were in Furjan. Furjan is fantastic. That's why I kept talking about, if you look at my previous videos, I've spoken a lot about Nabni, Diyar, Prescott. These were good projects around the Furjan metro station. That's also a really good investment opportunity. This is also a decent investment opportunity. I'll show you how this looks like. So I think it's a good opportunity. It's very safe. Now this is going the same location, yeah? This is the exactly same location. It's going at 1.4 million dirhams and this is in Discovery Gardens. At 1.4 million dirhams at 1,523 dirhams per square foot. Now that's when you're going steep. But at around a million dirhams, this is 965,000 dirhams. This is how you can target. But how do you know where to invest, right? See, first point, you sort out the location, sort out the developer, decent, okay. What sort of income you can generate in that location? And then you target a median price. Don't go crazy. Now, over here, they will give you 8 years post handover payment plan. It does not matter. Focus on the numbers. Focus on what sort of revenue you can generate. Now, if I put an estimate, like if these products with around 1.4 million come onto the market, clearly if somebody invested at 1.4 million, he's going to want to sell it at 1.5, 1.6, right? At 1.25 is an achievable target. I've invested around 579,000 dirhams. I have a potential to make anywhere from 40 to 45 up to 50% return on equity. So this is, I hope you understood the numbers of Discovery Gardens. Are we clear? I hope you're clear on the numbers for Discovery Gardens. If you have any questions, please write in the comments below. I'd like to explain further. I tried my best to cover all the potential questions, all the potential numbers in this location. Now, location number 2, JVC. I've always sort of stayed away from JVC, but this product, Avant Gardé, is being developed by someone called Skyline. All right, now Skyline comes from the land of Shoba. Now, Shoba is very famous for the quality of construction. Now, from where Shoba comes from India. In India, friends, South India in particular, Skyline is a bigger name than Shoba. It's a bigger brand than Shoba. The quality of construction is unbelievable. They started since 1989, 35 years into the business. I think they've constructed at over 16 million square foot of property. There are around 9 cities in India itself. It's like Imperial Avenue, Shapurji, Palonji. If they say they're going to build this, they're going to build this. Emar says they're going to build this, they are going to build this. So when Skyline came up with the project, one, I love the designs. B, they've been very clear on the material that they're going to use. It reminded me of Belgravia. So Belgravia, Ellington, when they initially came, nobody knew Ellington, right? People just knew that, okay, the owner of Ellington is ex-Emar. That's the only thing they knew, and the prices were very less. So I feel like this is the first project of Skyline, so the prices are less for the product. Now, let me explain the potential of JVC. Again, I'm not a fan of JVC. But if you have, JVC works. In terms of ROI, yes, JVC works. It's one of the places you can generate the highest ROI. If you invest in a product of really high quality on JVC, it can really work. Now, you'll be surprised. Now, if I invest, I majorly invest in townhouses. The only apartment building I've invested in is probably Seagate in Mina Rashid. That's the only product that made a lot of sense to me. I have friends who have invested in Palace in Dubai Creek Harbour. So very rarely we invest into apartment buildings. Skyline is a product and the price where I would potentially consider investing. It's that good a product. So let me explain to you the numbers in JVC. Now, when I tell you it's selling at 1.25, 1.25 million. 869 square foot. This is the sort of pricing and this is the sort of finishing in Avant. Now, so basically Zaya, Hemnani and Belgravia are two of my favorite projects in JVC. I love these products, Now, I was explaining, remember I told you about when the quality is really good, location does not matter. I explained Barari and Versace Hotel. 5 JVC, highest occupancy. The rates are unbelievable. Why do people travel all the way to 5 JVC? Quality sells. So if you have a really high quality product, it can work. Now look at this, 14,000 dirhams. Shobha Heartland does not have that rate, 14,000 dirhams. That's the rate of Dubai Creek Harbour. Why would people pay that kind of money for JVC? It's only because of the quality. Because yes, when it comes to investors from the UK, US, Europeans, they are obsessed, or they're very, very particular about the quality of the property itself. So if you invest in a high quality product, it will always retain value. So my assessment of Avant Gardé, I think the price per square foot is fair. It's 1235. Recently, I've seen products selling at 2,000 dirham per square foot, 1,700 dirham per square foot. Now, see, I don't want to strike controversy, all right? But then, if I click onto this is a Danube property. I'm buying this, like how I mentioned, a Samana for 1.4 million. I'm not a fan, but in the same case, a Danube at 1.29 million at 1,484 dirham per square foot is I would think about it twice, 3 times for investing. But here at 1,235 dirham per square foot at 1 million dirhams, 850 square foot. So it's on a 50-50 payment plan. So 50-50 payment plan. So I have an opportunity. Again, this is that I've calculated this on 70% occupancy. I think I can really increase. The rate over here was 14,000 dirhams. I'm calculating at 10,000 dirhams. I can increase the rate. I can increase the occupancy. We have potential to make easy 15 to 17% ROI. I have a potential to make around 40% ROE on this product because I think the quality of construction is fantastic. Now my third, this is funny, right? Faradis Tiger by Tiger in Mamzer Beach. Now, I would have never considered like Tiger, right? Mamzer Beach is 8 kilometers away from Dubai Islands. Now, Dubai Islands is selling at I mean, there's no comparison, all right, guys. There's no comparison. This is a 1-bed at 3.5 million dirhams, okay? Now, this Faradis Tower, you're getting a 2-bed. I mean, the 1-beds don't have a full sea view. The 2-beds have a full sea view. At 1 million dirhams, at 863 dirham per square foot, you're getting a full sea view with access to the Mamzer Beach. If you're looking to move to Dubai, I cannot live in Sharjah. The traffic kills me. But then in the future, I feel like there's a lot of improvement in the road systems. I think, see, the numbers make a lot of sense. If you are looking to move to Dubai yourself, right now the rental rates are not great. The ROI is not going to look very interesting. But if I consider this to most, what are you getting for this? For 1 million dirhams, getting a full sea view apartment. You step down of a building, you can go to a private beach. And 8 kilometers from me, Dubai Islands is developing, Mina Rashid is developing. Prices over there are unbelievable. But this is going at 972,000 dirhams. That is selling at 3.5 million dirhams plus. And all the projects come there. I mean, it has potential, all right? It has potential. So I think after studying, let's say 20 to 25 projects, I think these 3 sums it up. I mean, if you're looking to invest around 1 to 1.5 million dirhams, you're looking at both ROI and ROE. You want to keep your options open. You want to plan an exit strategy or passive income. You should consider this location, Discovery Gardens, Furjan. We have understood the numbers. Avant Gardé, you might find me in my next video with some title deed of like a property over there, because it's the payment plan is so easy. I pay 10%, now 10% after 2 months. That means I invest around 200,000 dirhams, 1% every month, and then on handover it's 50%. I think it's a good saving scheme. I really like the property. I like Discovery Gardens as a location. This is very interesting for someone. If you're looking to move to Dubai, you don't have to commute. Like, for example, I have a lot of crypto buyers right now. They don't need to commute. They can stay in a place. You want to go enjoy the beach, stay in your home, have a full sea view. It's a fantastic opportunity, and you may never know. This can be like a moonshot. You know, like instead of investing in Ras Al Khaimah, I would suggest you to invest in Mamzer. I have people who come and tell me, hey, you know, Zohaib, I want to invest in Ras Al Khaimah. I want to roll the dice. The prices are unbelievable in Ras Al Khaimah. Better than that, it's this. I'm sure it makes sense to you. So thank you for watching. Hope the video made sense. My next video is going to be about townhouses. Townhouses are an extremely important investment vehicle. We're going to understand townhouses for 2024, which locations we should target, why, power of suburbs in as a real estate investment tool. So we're going to understand this in our next video. I think we need to go out. It's been a while since I've gone out and showed you some locations. So next video, maybe I'll meet you in an outdoor location and explain the best upcoming townhouses locations, that townhouse villa locations you should be looking for. Thank you for watching. Mamzer Beach. Like, share, subscribe. Show me some love in the comments. See you for the townhouses video.